are in my way. It's the work, but I know the drill. When there's a way, there's a will. You gotta get up, get up, get up. You gotta get up, get up, get tough. 'Cause winners never quit, quitters never win. There's no one giving up.
Good morning, my name is Trish and I have just started some new training videos on how to use your Google account and work smarter and faster and become more efficient. It is a free service to use Google, and if you don't already have a Gmail account, that's the first thing you need to do. So what I've done today is created my own Gmail account for the purpose of bringing these very informal training videos to you. And the name of my Gmail account is internetvideotraining@gmail.com. Now I've already signed on to my Gmail account, and today we're going to learn how to create forms. You know, the kind of forms that you complete information into. Maybe you've done this on websites or in emails that have arrived in your inbox. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start the process of creating a form to collect some information. And today we'll just pretend we're going to collect information on just basic information, let's say on people you do business with. So what you want to do from your Gmail account after you've signed on is go to Documents, and you want to go to Create right here, the big red button. And there's a drop down listing, and if you look you'll see Form, so go ahead and create Form. Okay, the first thing we want to do is give this form a title, and we'll just call this Business Information. And you can also add information here as a description of this form, and I'll just put to collect business information of my regular clients. Okay, so the first question will be something like first name. And the question type is text. You see you have several choices when you click down that drop down menu, and if it were a long answer you would select paragraph text. If it was a multiple choice answer where we offered different answers and they chose the correct one, you would choose multiple choice. If there are more than one answers to a particular question, you might select the check boxes or choose from a list, scale, or grid, and I'm not going to go into those today. Those are more in-depth and we don't really need that for what we're doing today. So let's go ahead and select text, and this checkbox here says make this a required question, and I'm going to check all of these so that if a person accidentally skips a field that they'll be reminded that that is a required question. So I'll check that, click Done, and so there you go, there's our first name. This is where they will enter their first name, and I want to do the next question I want the next question to be their last name. So if you look over here and just rest your mouse pointer over these options, you can actually just duplicate this. So that's what I'm going to do now. And here it is, but I'm going to change this to last and click Done. Now I'm going to also duplicate, and I'm going to call this phone number. It's already selected as make this a required question, so I'll click Done. Go ahead and duplicate again. We'll make this, we'll call this street address, and Done. And again here we're going to just duplicate, call this city, comma, state, comma, zip. Done. And I guess that's all for now, just to demonstrate how to create a form. Now, this sample question 2, we don't need that, so it automatically threw that up there. So I'm just going to delete it. So there's that little trash can that means delete. And it's asking, are you sure? And I'm going to click OK. So our form is complete. Now, there's a lot of different options up here, but for now I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Okay, to make sure all the information we've already created is safe and saved. So let's click up here to Theme. Right now it's just a plain theme, but Google gives you all types of options if you want to dress it up a little bit. Let's just try this one. I'll click on Wall Street, and it gives it a cool little header there, and you can see all of our form fields are right there. And this is what the form will look like when someone views it in a web browser. So I'll just go ahead and click Apply. Okay, now if you want to go ahead and email this form, let's say you're ready to send it out, you click Email this form, and this works just like a regular email account. Right here is where you include addresses and multiple addresses. And what I often do when I send it to a lot of people is just copy and paste a whole group of email addresses. And the great thing about Gmail is when you accidentally have a typo or something with an email address and Google doesn't recognize it, it'll come back and give you an error message and force you to do it again. So in most cases this works beautifully to just copy and paste. If you're going to send this out to a whole lot of people, let's say your database is in an Excel file, you can just go to your Excel account and copy all those over and paste them right into here. And as you can see, there's a checkbox option to include the form in the email, which is what you want to do. So if you want to go ahead and if you're working with me now, you can go ahead and put your email address in here. But I'm going to go ahead and click Cancel because I want to show you one other thing. If you click See Responses, Summary or Spreadsheet, the summary is like a graph, and I'll click Summary, and as you can see, no one's replied yet because we haven't sent it out, but it kind of gives you a graph of the responses that you've had. And just clicking the back button to go back to where we were at and see responses, I'm going to go to Spreadsheet, because the beauty of this is that as people reply to these forms, your Google account will keep a spreadsheet of the information for you that you can use however you need to. If you want to export it, you can. But the point is, the data's there, you created the form, you sent it out, and that's all you have to deal with. So what I want to do now is send this form out. So to send the form out, we're just going to click on Form, Send Form, and I'm going to send it to myself, and the Gmail address is internetvideotraining@gmail.com. So make sure I spelled that correctly, internetvideotraining@gmail.com. Subject, so you can change that. So you might put collecting your business or your contact information. Yeah, try that. Alright, now I'm going to click Send. And now I'm going to close this window because I want to go back to my Gmail account. And I want to see if my form is there. And there you go. There's the subject line. I'm collecting your contact information. So let's click on it and take a look at it. And right away you can see all of the different fields that we set up. And if you want to view this in your browser, you can also do that. It tells you right here that you can by clicking on this link. And here's that beautiful format that we chose. So let's just go ahead and complete the form right now. So I'll just put my name and my phone number. And my street address, and my city, okay, now I'm going to click submit, and there is a basic confirmation message which says your response has been recorded. So that's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and close that tab. And I want to go back to the form so I can show you where the results were put in a spreadsheet. So as you remember that we started out under Documents, because that's where you create the form. And there's the form right there, so let's just go ahead and click on it. And there's the information we just completed. So that's very simple to do.